Zankarians, skunkmunkee here today in the lands of Zankar, episode 61. What are we doing? Well, I've been thinking about the base and thinking about the mountains, and as we talk, let's go ahead and just fly around, take a look at where we've come. And look at this thing, looking absolutely epic, loving it, every little every little detail, loving it, can't wait to get even more of this done. But one thing I really wanted to work on, and I'm like, because I was like, what part of this do I want to work on today? I want to work on my waterfall. Now, this area right here is the water coming out from the lake, and I want a waterfall coming down and flowing out of this area. Now, I don't know exactly what all of this looks like because there's so much stinking snow in here. So unfortunately, the first order of business today is to get rid of all of the snow. So yeah, I guess let's do that. Most of the snow has now been removed. Obviously, we still have our snow layers, but I'm not getting rid of all those just yet. But the snow blocks and powder snow has all been removed. If that's what the shulkers are here for, is just all the powder snow, just in case I want to use it for something or someone else wants to use it. Yeah, lots of powder snow. So, what do we have to do now? Well, I want the waterfall to mainly be going down, not over. And we could have it start here and it would kind of trickle. But I think I want it to come all the way out to about about this area right here. I wouldn't mind if it kind of had a lip and then there was kind of like, it went back and it fell over the lip and there's like a space behind the waterfall. I think that could look kind of cool. So the main body of the waterfall would fall about right here. This just means more filling in with stone, so I'm going to go grab a bunch of stone from the storage system down at the bottom of Z's house, and then we'll start throwing the rock down, and we'll be able to kind of figure out what the whole thing's going to look like. It is coming along very, very nicely. This is looking really cool. So I brought the mountain out to this point, and this is going to be the lip of our waterfall. This is one block lower than what it is over here where it flows through. So this whole area is going to be waterfall. Let's see, not right here though. So it's kind of split right here. And then waterfall all the way over to here. We'll put that there. So the mountain is cut off here as well. So this is going to have to be built all the way down there. But I also made it so there's this little cave so that the water's kind of flowing through the cave, but it's also just flowing through here normally. I'm trying to light it up a little bit so I can work here at night because, yeah, it gets kind of dangerous here. But it's looking really nice. I left a lot of the natural landscape in here. Why is there still holes in here? I should cover these things up. Although it's nice to fly out of here sometimes. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Closing it off. Closing it off. Got to close off the mountain. But yeah, a lot of the natural... peaks and stuff I left right in place and just carved into them. And this part is looking nice. Now, the part that isn't looking so nice is that part. Yeah, it's just, it's a platform. And that's not going to work out so well. So next step is to bring the mountain down. And also, like I said, this part right here, I kind of want to come down and go back. And then, you know, it's kind of, over time, is kind of got this carved out area. I don't actually know how it would work, you know, geographically speaking. But that's the vision I have in my mind. So that's what we're going with. So let's get building more mountain. Just a little bit of terraforming later, and there's a hole right there. How did I miss that hole? I've been patching up these holes left and right. Yeah, they kind of pop up like crazy when you're filling in this much stone. But I think it's coming along quite nicely. And yeah, so this is how the waterfall is going to go. I haven't planned out where it's going to go from here yet. So it may, I don't know, it may end up nowhere. It may end up somewhere. What I might do is I might just dig down exactly where it's going to fall and kind of stop it so it doesn't kind of flood the whole valley, and then worry about the actual river part of it later. But yeah, this is how it's going to flow, and then actually what we'll probably do is end it here. Yeah, that way it won't get out of hand going that direction. I don't want it to flow everywhere. I want it to be a very specific type of waterfall. I don't want it to be, you know, like how a Minecraft waterfall usually goes, where it just flows and does whatever it wants. I want it to be somewhat contained, and I think this should do it quite nicely. So what I'm going to do now is figure out where it's going to fall and kind of cordon that off. And as you can see, there are some spots here, like I might add some like right here where the water is going to hit and then go out a little bit further. So let's go down, cut a trench, and then it's time to start terraforming. What do you guys think? How about this? It's looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I think we're going to add in some trees. I'm not sure if I want to go with... Yeah, probably going to have to go with mangrove trees. They'll look the best. Oh, these spiders look nasty. Oh, they... Oh, ew, 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 ew. But as I was putting in the last little touches over here, I looked over and I'm like, turtles, what in the world are you doing? What is going on here? Are they like stuck? Do I have to push them out of here, or what's going on? Hold on. What? How did they all get stuck right there? Okay, there we go. They're released. Oh no, it's snowing. Oh, I hate snow. And I almost forgot I started breaking these torches. I'm like, oh no, the ice is gonna come back. But so far so good. But we need to take the water all the way out now. And we need to... Oh, there's a little bit here that needs it as well. You know, I just slept, game. I really, really don't appreciate the snow. So rude sometimes. So rude. But, yeah, I think it's looking pretty nice. We'll have to bring in some mud, of course. And we'll have to bring in... Oh, this stupid snow. We'll have to bring in the different types of things that we have out here, such as... You know, the mud and the rooted mud and a couple mangrove trees and lily pads and trip leaf and all these sort of things that we have in this area. And they're going to come right out into this. I don't know what you would call this right now. It's kind of the top of the waterfall. So, yeah, we're going to have to do that. The top part, all this stuff is pretty much done. And now it's just time to get this part ready. I think we're finally ready to release the water. I've got the mud going through. I've got a bunch of texture going. We've even got our skulky things here and there. And then, of course, once we actually get the water through here, we can bone meal it and give it some life of its own and add a few of these sensors, which should give it a little bit more motion. So, yeah, it's time. It's time. So I had to hold back the water. Why am I like weird thing? Anyway, I had to hold back the water for the texturing. Oh, I bet it's the mud. And this turtle is being really, really weird. But yeah, now we're just going to go grab our little bucket. Nope, that's not a bucket. That's a bucket. And fill this all in. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. The water has been released. And now we have a nice flowing waterfall coming down. And I'm loving the look of this. I really like how this side here is kind of tumbling, but a lot of it is just falling straight down. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking, as you can see. I've also added in some trees, looking very nice. And, of course, we're going to have to string everything up. But first we need to add in some amethyst, and that's just going to make it pop even more. As you can see, we have the skulk in the water. And I've put in the pickles so that it doesn't turn into ice, which has been a problem ever since I started putting the water in. So good and glad that is mostly fixed. We might put in some vines like we have on up there in this area to kind of be like creeping around. But for right now, I think I just want this open like it is. I don't have to get it so that we don't have any spawns in here too, because can't have any of that in the base. All right, we're almost done. Be right back. And just like that, I believe it's done. I mean, obviously, where it hits the mountain and there's still snow, we'll have to do more with that later. But look at this thing. Look how amazing it is. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we may put something behind the waterfall at some point. But for right now, look at that. Oh, it's so cool. So we got all of our amethysts out. We've got all the moss. And it actually snowed just a little bit ago. So I was able to put string on all of the trees and all the different spots. And I believe the whole thing... Wait, whoa. That is not allowed. We got to get rid of that. No. No. None of those now. Well, I thought I had all this covered. Okay, now it's all covered. Maybe it's covered. As it snows and as night falls, we'll have to check it again to make sure that there's no snow, there's no spawning. But look at this thing. It's absolutely amazing. And I love it. It's just perfect. Now, it is obviously, it's not like the pattern that I'm going after, but I was working with the mountain as it is, and I think this is going to look gorgeous. I can't wait to get this part done that ties into that mountain, and this part that ties into that mountain. So this whole front of the base is just going to be one big luscious mountain, area. And then at that point, maybe I'll bring some vines down to this place. But for right now, I really, really like it. I hope you guys are liking the way that this is going. I think we might work more on the base next episode. I think, let's see, we have the top part mostly done. We can extend it out into there. We have the middle part mostly done. We've got to do this middle part here. And then we can start working on the bottom floor. And we can start moving in, putting different stuff in different places. We did a little bit of the decoration already like this, but we can put in our end portal. We can put in our nether portal. We can, actually make, storage place and different stuff like that. So, yeah, this is really coming together. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing, turn on those notifications. You can follow me on Twitter. You can join my Discord channel. And I'll see you guys in the next Lands of Zankar. Until next time.